All right, I'm a little dehydrated and it's gonna be maybe hard to see me this episode, but we ball. Welcome back to another episode of Walk Through Life. This is your host, Ali Ivanov, and it's gonna be episode 6. And I have a special guest today. It's one of my good friends from a long time ago. And we are here today kind of just talking about music and stuff because we actually reconnected maybe 3 years ago at this point, maybe 2 years ago, because we found out that both made music just for fun and shit. So we started linking up and we started making songs and shit and everything like that, and it's just led to a really fun, like, creative motherfucking friendship and relationship type shit. So this is my buddy Matt that's gonna be joining us today. He also goes by Matty Mac on all platforms and stuff like that. So I'm gonna let him kind of introduce himself as well. What's good, Matt?
Yo, yo, thanks for having me on, brother. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Just chilling over here. Yeah, it was good to reconnect. I remember hitting you up on Snapchat and shit, just like, yo, you make music, that's fire. Let's make some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not much. I'm just a kid from Arizona making music and just enjoying life, trying to make some paper along the way. Just having a good
Facts.
time.
Dude, I feel like both of our styles were different back when we first met too, a little bit, or at least we were like just like earlier stages of like what we have now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we definitely evolved like together, like musically,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
matured a little bit. Shit, yeah, 'cause it's been a few years now.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that one song, "Broken Promises," that we made?
Yeah, of course.
Yo, dude, that song is so fire. We're gonna eventually get into a proper studio and everything like that. So I just, if you don't know by now, like, I make a little bit of music, and I just record like from my room off my laptop, like the laptop I'm using right now, a MacBook Air, and then I just use a plug-in mic and just GarageBand, just that software, and I just record my shit, and I just get beats off of YouTube mostly, just free beats, and I've working with Matt and stuff. I've been able to use beats that he's bought off of what BeatStars and stuff like that. Like, what are the best
Yeah,
what are the
exactly.
best ones you use?
I really just look for like Max Miller type beats. I'm like heavily influenced by Max Phase's project, so I try to find beats that are like super similar to the songs on that. But mainly
Facts.
BeatStars. But I'm the same way. I just record in my room with the laptop and a Shure SM7B mic, and we're just keeping the dream alive that way.
Facts, but I have to let this be known because here's the difference is you use a slightly different software that maybe GarageBand might have the capabilities of, but like you've learned what is it, FL Studio, right?
Yeah, FL
You,
Studio is what I
yeah, bro,
feature in.
you've learned FL Studio really well to a point where you can make something that might even be like average or slightly above average into something that's really good or like even great. So like he definitely has that sauce with the engineering side too. So that cannot be slept on. If you go through Matt's discography, like he does a lot of cool editing on just his vocals and all the stuff to make it cohesive. So I got to give you props on that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, brother, because a lot of work, a lot of YouTube videos,
Yeah, a
a
lot of
lot of YouTube
tutorials.
videos. Yeah,
Bro, I
definitely.
almost I almost like started to try and learn how to do auto tune through GarageBand because I was like that would be fun to try out like some T-Pain shit. But
Oh, for real.
I just don't know if I have like any voice for it even if I did have auto tune, and it seems pretty fucking complicated to learn off GarageBand, I can't lie. So, yeah.
Yeah, all about seeing it and like seeing what it sounds like. 'Cause that could be fire.
Hey, are you sipping on anything right now? I got the Kona Big Wave. Oh yeah, you got the what is it?
I pretty much made like a homemade lava flow. I'll break it down real quick. So I got blackberry Crown Royale. I got an Italian ice blueberry, and then I got some Sprite and some pink lemonade.
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, so we gotta cheers it up real quick because I'm trying to take a big swig of this. I'm trying to have this. I'm
I'm
just gonna
also like
take.
ten Coors Lights.
Just let's pretend you have a drink already. I'm gonna just say cheers. Take a quick swig.
Sure, yeah, I just took one with you.
And happy Sunday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day, or whatever day of the week that you find yourself watching this. I hope you're having a great time. I know that life is fucking crazy sometimes, and it can be difficult sometimes, and and I hope that in those moments that it's not so bad and it's pretty easy going, that we all just recognize that that's what we live for, bro. Like
To
literally.
enjoy
I had like a revelation today, bro. Literally, I was listening to our music, and I was just like, bro, it's just life is about just trying to enjoy the good times, I think, and trying to make as many of those good times and good memories and good moments as possible, type shit.
Yeah, straight up. That's all you can do. Could be over any day, so make the best of what you got.
So, bro, let's say, just throw me a random song that we have together that you just like a lot that you could shout out to everybody.
Demon King, one of the first
Yes.
ones.
Yo. Okay, so yes, Demon King, please look that up. That's under Mob. So Matt actually has two accounts on all streaming platforms. And one was the former one. It's called Mob, spelled MAWB, all caps. And that is actually the really cool backstory behind that. Matt, I'll let you tell that backstory.
Right on. Yeah, yeah. So I started Mob because I'm not gonna say my whole name, but
I was just
pretty
yeah.
much, yeah, it pretty much spells out like it's my initials for my name, and I kind of wanted that to be like eventually a record label is what I want to start, have artists under me, and kind of like help younger artists kind of grow and just learn and make the best music that they can make. So
Hmm.
eventually, Mob's going to be the platform in which I'm going to have all those artists under. But it picked up a little bit of traction. I think at one point we were up to like 3,000 something listeners a month.
Yeah.
I got one song on there almost hitting 200,000 streams.
That's crazy.
Not
Yeah, man.
terrible.
Yeah, so like if you really know him, you'll know that like it's actually his initials, which I found just like mind blowing when he told me that. Because just like mob, I think of like the word MOB, like just like we're ready to mob to the party, we're mobbing to the fucking riot, we're mobbing here and there, and then it's also your initials, which is just so cool and creative. So that's fucking fire. So that's his original account, and then due to some bullshit that we're not gonna talk about today, right? He had to make a new account, or maybe he just wanted to anyways, right?
Yeah, Maddie Mac's a little bit more personal. It's
Right.
got
Okay.
a little bit more personal songs in there,
Right.
and
Right.
a little bit more hardcore, like my style, like it's like just straight up rap. Mob has a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie Mac's more so just like the artist that I see myself as.
Facts. Yeah, that's gas. I can't remember that song "Cucumber" that you did. Was that off Maddie Mac or was it off of Mob? Do you remember?
That's off of Mob. Yeah,
Oh,
but I
okay.
own the beat on that one, which is cool.
Yeah. Dude, if you guys are ever like, okay, I'll just say, if you're ever having a really good time and you don't really like, I don't know, you just want to have the best time and just like you're really laid back, like the song "Cucumber" is really good off of Mob, and then Matty Mac is all more recent music. If you want to hear new music from this guy and maybe newer music that I'm featured on, definitely check out Matty Mac because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And then so let's get
We got
into.
like 7 in the vault right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, bro. We got plenty in the vault at all times, right? That's the rule of thumb for me, bro. I just have to have something in the vault at all times, right? So
Straight up.
so right. So I want to also discuss the recent album slash mixtape and playlist that we unfortunately couldn't make into a proper album on Spotify and stuff like that because it was some of the when we tried to upload all like what was it like 15, 18 tracks together, some of them came back like, oh, this is copyright, that's copyright, but when we did them individually, spaced out a week apart, which is what we ended up doing, then those all released individually. So there's a compilation and I tried to link it under my main Spotify, under Ali even of Spotify, but it wouldn't work like that. So I'm gonna figure out like kind of like some way to just present that as a complete project at some point. But yeah,
If you want to listen to it all the way through, you got to go down to Daydreams and just listen to the most recent track, like in order.
right, right. It's kind of yeah, it's kind of in order under all it's all under Mob. It's all under the Mob account, and this project is called Legends. And I'm really proud of our work that we did on it. It was several weeks in the making, and kind of like some dedication involved, you know. And we were really trying to make a tribute for people that we cared about and figures in the music, in the music world and stuff like that, especially hip hop characters. And it's called Legends, and I'm sure Matt's proud of it too. I'm sure he can speak a little bit to it.
Definitely took almost a year. Like
Yeah.
like what 6 7 months to make. Just all the writing took even longer to put it out, but
Hmm.
all good things take time.
Yeah, because we didn't want to
Uh,
rush it. We definitely did not want to rush it, but we're living our regular lives at the same time too. So
yes.
it's that too, and we still got
You
it
were in
done. It
school
was
getting a
awesome.
degree while we were doing that shit.
Type shit. You're getting saying your certifications as well, which is amazing. And
Straight up.
then And then so it's about, let's say, 15 to 18 tracks. It was originally going to be 24 or 25 even, like a long album. I wanted to make a full-length album. That was kind of my goal going into it. And so my creative direction was kind of, who am I inspired by? Who are legends in my eyes? At least for certain things, from the music aspect. They might not be the most perfect people, but is anybody perfect, right? Is anybody even um, can you look at somebody as a role model? So we have a lot of people up there like Lauryn Hill and Biggie and DMX and Takeoff from the Migos. We have
Mac Miller, Lil
we
Peep,
have Lil Peep, Mac Miller. We have Michael Jackson. We have all these iconic people and faces, and
fucking
Biggie.
Elvis.
Yeah, the Big. If I did not say it already, and like yeah, Elvis. We have so all many of these people that we really cool, like a lot. What was it, Jimi Hendrix as well? No,
No,
or
it was that one ended up in scrap. That was in the vault.
Facts. But
Well,
yeah,
we got
man,
Lil Wayne on there.
we had I think yeah, Lil Wayne and fuck, there were definitely more. There's a lot. Kanye. I don't know if I mentioned that,
Kanye,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you can't ignore Kanye's magic, like musical genius. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? When he kind of used to, at least he used to definitely strike when the iron was hot. That's the best way I would put it because um, he found, like Jamie Foxx kind of ran into him at a party one time, and they just made Gold Digger off like just like a house party type shit, and that's like a very classic song. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always gonna be remembered type shit, and it's just about like capturing a certain vibe sometimes. And
Jamie Foxx was on that, right?
yes, he did the intro, I think, or something like that.
That's fire. Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just really cool because that's what I tried to capture with that too. I was really writing in the moments that I felt inspired, and whether it was listening to a lot of their actual music, those people that it was a tribute to, or whether it was just like naturally in the moments of like my life where I just like, damn, I just felt like that dude just now. Let me write about what I just thought about when I just like felt like I just owned that situation. I was like, I handled that shit. I was the boss of that shit. Let me just go write about it and see how I feel. A lot of it was like inspired, at least from my perspective on from that. So yeah, so check out Legends if you want to. Definitely, I have it as a playlist. If anybody wants the link, please just let me know, and I'll send you the link right away. Because I want everybody to be able to enjoy it. I think it's kind of an experience, definitely, and you can tell. So,
Progression too, because like we don't start as good as we end it. Like our songs just got progressively better throughout the album.
I think so too, dude. If there's one song I can really, just off the top of my head, really shout out, it's "Day After." Would you agree?
Yeah, Day After was really cool, and that was a tribute to Mac Miller passing because we made it off of the song that him and Young Thug did the day before he passed away actually.
Right.
So that's a huge deal.
So, and it's just I'll mention it. I mean, you'll notice as you're going through his discography, but a hint I'll put in there is that every song title off this album and playlist is based off of a kind of a play on words on something these people were known for or a catchphrase or something like that. So, for example, that one is called Day After, and that's a play on Day Before, which is that song that Young Thug made with Mac Miller days before or even the day before his passing. So, and it's things like that. So, Takeoffs is The Last Rocket. For example, Michael Jackson inspired one is called Off the Wall, for example. You know what I'm saying? And on, right? Et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, that's that. You know what I'm saying? But, What else? If there's anything else you want to talk about, definitely we can get to that, and then I might have some other stuff I could definitely bring up too.
Yeah, big bad. You want to talk about like your creative process, like how you get into the for writing,
Yeah,
or
for
just like
sure.
making music in general?
Yeah, definitely. So, definitely, when I started, actually, it's kind of been the same the entire time, except now it's a bit more of a, I can direct myself to like get in that creative zone without having to like wait for it as much, if that makes sense. Like I used to just be like, oh, when that feeling comes to me, which is kind of still true. Um, I start with writing, right? So I write music the most. I don't really freestyle too much. I'm not like punching in GarageBand type shit most of the time. Sometimes, recently especially, I've tried doing that, but I found that for me, when I sit down and I hear a beat first, right? So I'll take it step by step. So let's start from when I'm perusing YouTube and I see a tight beat, and I used to look those up so that I could freestyle with my homies. And then in my own spare time, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to write some stuff so that when I'm with the homies and I'm with like around people, like I'll have some good shit to say, right? And then I say that, and then I learned that a lot of people just do that anyways on like radio shows and talk shows and stuff like that, and or not talk shows, but just like, yeah, they're just like,
A lot of those freestyles are
right. You
freestyles.
know what I'm saying. So yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, like a lot of these freestyles, like quote unquote freestyles from people are pre-written, and then they just rehearse it really well to the point that they can kind of act like they're coming up with it on the spot really cleverly. Like Lil Dicky has done this before on Sway's Universe, like, and that shit blew the fuck up, and it was a great fucking written, right? Don't get me wrong, it's a great written, but it's just not a freestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Very few people can like hit that freestyle shit. Like Juice World being one of them for sure.
right. So, and I'm always gonna be
Um,
honest about like, bro, I write all my shit, right? So I'll be open and honest about that right now. So that's what I start with. I'll find a beat that I really like that kind of feel like resonates with me, and I might sit with it. Start with a hook these days. I used to kind of just go in, just make an entire 3 minutes of just rap and nothing else, no hooks, no bridges, no nothing. But I kind of learned to make it more complete so that it's listenable for more people than just me. So yeah, I kind of just go in and I just like write kind of like I try to go for a verse at a time. And what I consider a verse is 4 lines. So if I said, I'm walking down the street, I got my hand on my meat, I really like to sing to the beat, um, you're gonna suffer a defeat. That's 4 lines to me right there. And then that constitutes a verse. And then usually, depending on how the beat like structure is and stuff, it might be 2 verses and then a hook, and then 3 more verses and then another hook and then a finale type thing like that. It just depends on how the song structure is. We just build the song around it, and just I try to have a creative direction where the beat title usually gives me a lot of inspiration on where I want to head with it. Like if it's called soul searching, like I'm gonna be trying to soul search in my like writing endeavors, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um,
100%.
and so yeah, that's kind of it for me. Like I just go with the flow, see what I feel like sounds good to me and feels good, and what I feel like I'll remember. Trying to make some memorable shit, definitely. Um, and yeah, what would you say for you though?
It's definitely changed. I know back in the day, like when we first started this shit, I couldn't do it if I wasn't drinking or high or like just fucked up. But that's kind of changed. I've like been trying to get better about not writing when I'm fucked up and only writing when I'm sober. And I feel like that helps a lot to make like a more coherent, more structured, more deliberate song, and less random. You know, what I mean, like
Hmm.
more focused, definitely more focused. And
Definitely.
it's all about just finding a beat you like and just letting the words come to you. Like that's a big thing for me. Like honestly, when I write, I don't even say that I write. Like shit just pops in my head. And that's that.
Yeah, and then we just
Uh,
write it down. I usually happen to write it down just so I don't forget and shit. Cause
Definitely.
I'd be forgetting shit, bro. Honestly.
There are a few songs though that I've definitely freestyled at the end. I don't know if I can name off the top of my head, but there's a couple on my discography where I've just like ended it with a freestyle or something, because I can freestyle a little bit when I'm fucked up. I don't like writing when I'm fucked up, but I can freestyle a little bit.
I got you. All right. So my sister's actually going to pick me up very soon, so that's very good timing. We've made it a 21 minute recording, and so I can work with that, kind of edit it down. And so if there's anything else you want to leave off with, anything you want to, shout out or just mention to like my audience and anything like that.
Just stick around, man. The good times aren't over yet. I hope y'all have a good week. See you soon.
Definitely. Matt, thank you for hopping on, and I hope you're down to do future episodes. I'm sure everybody's gonna fuck with you. Guys, leave a comment on things you want us to discuss, anything you're interested in, any advice you need, or anything like that. Definitely just like thoughts and comments and stuff. We'd love to just open it up to you guys as well, and like make it more engaging and interactive as well. Like that's at least what I want for this type shit,
100%.
Because we're all just getting through life. We're getting through life at different paces, and my pace is walking through life. So that's what this podcast is about. It's called Walk Through Life, right? Yeah. Hope you guys all take it easy. I'm gonna go get ready for my sis to pick me up, and then yeah, definitely I'll be back tomorrow with a video as well. So guys, look out for that as well. So everyone have a good one, and deuces, peace.
Peace.